So what's going on, good people? You already know what it is, man. It's your man, Mark J. Count it out to be exact, and we here for another episode of Facts with Mark J. Now this episode, we're going to talk a little bit about, now you know how females, they're stars. Let's just say that. They're stars. So what about when guys have girls that come at them and they're just not the type of chicks that you would want to take it to the next level with. You dig what I'm saying? So hey, ain't no better place to do it. We gonna do it right here, man. It's Facts with Mark J. So without further ado, let's get into another episode. So check this out. Have you ever felt that you had to hide the fact that, you know, you in a certain point in your life where you like, all right, you know, I did the club shit. I did the wilding out type of thing. But I'm gonna hide that fact about me, you dig what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna come in this with, hey, this is who I am now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? This is who I am now. So, you know, in the past, I talked, you know, on a previous episode about, you know, hiding your past and different things like that. But what I'm trying to say is, if you got a reputation out here,
you can hide it.
You hide your reputation before they find out about your reputation. You dig what I'm saying? Like, say, you know, you went to school in a certain area. Went to school in a certain area and people know you. People know you. And so because they know you, they like, hey, listen, it's a chance this going to get back to you. Before this get back to you, let me go ahead and let you know, do you go that route with it, or do you say, hey, look, I'll take it when it comes? But bullshit, you know what I'm saying? I take it when it comes. Hold on. Wallow, talk to me. Talk to me, Wallow.
Do you hide your life initially?
You know what I'm saying? If you possibly got a reputation out here.
I mean, nah, bro, I am who I am, bro. I did what I did.
So you gonna own up to it all?
Yeah.
So you're not gonna put it out there, you just gonna wait till it comes up?
I mean, yeah, like, you don't want to talk too much, because, you know, sometimes if you give out too much information, you know what I'm saying, you put yourself in a position that you don't need to be. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, if it comes up in a conversation or situation that we going through at the moment and she wants to know about it or whatever, yeah, I ain't gonna feel me, you know what I'm saying, spilling everything, you know what I'm saying?
Spill the beans of John, bro. I mean, unless you like really feeling the joint, like y'all you feeling it like first time y'all kicking it, you just like, oh, okay, this joint is more than just a smash. You might be tempted to say something or clue into it, you know what I'm saying? Like, kind of give a nut. Hey, you ever been to this club?
No. Okay.
Like, yeah, like you might. That's if you really feeling them. You know what I mean? Me personally, if I'm really feeling you, I might clue into something. Like, all right, I'll ask you questions to see where your experience is. And then I'll figure out, like, all right, well, I don't know if she's ready to hear, or she might be ready to hear a little taste of it, just the title of the book. I ain't gonna read the back of the book for you. I'm gonna read the title.
Just give you that little quick, synopsis.
Then, and then we'll move on. So, man,
bro, talk to me.
Well, y'all talking about clubs?
No.
Clubs, huh?
Bring it back. So what we talking about is, okay, if you possibly got a reputation, especially if this is your town, this is where you from. So a lot of people know you and possibly know what you did and how you got down. But you get to a new situation with this female. Are you willing to, let her know ahead of time what's going on? Or versus do you say, I just wait and see how things go. And if it comes up, I deal with it then.
I never hide anything. I'm always put it out there. Like honestly, the best policy. That's just my thing. Like that's how I work. Cause I don't want it to be like down the line and everything, and then I tell you something, and that was a deal breaker for you, and then after that, I just wasted all this time.
Okay.
So if I would have been up straight, and now when we having conversations, sometimes you know what somebody's fishing for.
Okay.
But just because they didn't ask a specific question, we might hold it back, be like, wait, that's not me. If I know you're looking for a certain thing, I'm gonna tell you up front.
True.
I'm not trying to waste, especially at this age. Maybe back in the day,
Yeah,
I would
true.
probably be like, trying to finesse the situation.
Right. Back in the day.
I'm about to hit 30. I ain't got time to be wasting your time. That's wasting my time. So I'm trying to do that. Like sooner or later, I'm trying to just settle down, have kids and everything. Have a nice little family. But I'm not hiding anything. Not saying that I'm not gonna throw it out there, but like if it comes up, I'm gonna tell you real quick, so you can base your own decisions. Just like I want the same thing. I'm always gonna treat somebody. It's like the basic principles that we had taught to us back when we were in kindergarten. Don't do anything to somebody else you don't want done to you. Don't harm nobody, all the little simple shit. So if I'm gonna do it, what I'm telling you, it's the same thing I want to get done to me. Like, let me make my own decision. I can base it off of that, just like you can do the same thing. Like,
Okay, now let's flip it. If she had a reputation,
I know what you know.
if she had a reputation and you was digging her and everything like that, but would you want her to tell you just up front that possibly, listen, you might run into this is what I've been doing, or would you rather
That's
just...
the last question, Mark.
Because at the end of the day, what you don't know will hurt you. I live by this. Y'all know I live by this shit. What you don't know will hurt you, won't hurt you. But what you do could possibly hurt you every time. So would you want to know? This girl you digging. First conversation, you remember you said when the first conversation, yo, I'm feeling her like, yo, she not just a smash. She not just a smash, but turns out she got a long reputation back in the day.
To be honest with you, bro, what I want to know, you asking what I want to know up front? Probably not.
Be real with me.
I'm going to be 100. Probably not. And it's simply because of this. You can meet somebody and you feeling them, and like, you'll find out about their past. Your past is your past for a reason. The shit is done. You're done. It's over. You got to worry about that. But how is your past going to affect me? That's the one thing that I need to know about. So if she got a past, that's your past. But how is it going to affect me? If it's going to affect me in the future, then yes, I do want to know.
Definitely tell me. But
Definitely tell me. And when I say affect me in the future, I mean, never mind, I don't even want to go into that. Yeah, you want it to be, you want to know if it's going to affect you in the future. Okay. And if it's going to affect me in the future, then yeah, I would want to know. But initially, I don't know, because I might like you. I might really like you. I might really enjoy the conversation, really like the type of person that you are. But if you, like you said, if you say something too early, none of that shit matters. It don't matter how cute you are, how much you love music or all that shit. It don't matter. So it might be good for you to hide, not real. I wouldn't even use the word hide. Suppress. That's a good word. I would suppress that. Because hiding it means I don't want you to find out. I don't make sure everybody that you know not to tell you about my past.
Because it's technically not you lying if you just never just bring it up. It's not lying.
That's true. That's very true. That's very true. That's very true.
I was one of those dudes that always was like, early on in my childhood, I mean, when I'm dating, early on in my dating type of thing, I was like, yo, I want a girl to be 100. Keep it funky with me.
Yeah.
Let me know it all, my nigga. Look, at least give me the option to know. But yo, you get that?
No, you don't.
Nigga, you be about to jump off the bridge, nigga. I got too many girls that was dead honest with me.
Yep.
Told me all this shit.
I left that ass alone.
Oh, I
That's
did.
wrong.
You never know what you can take until you get put in that predicament. You're like, damn, I didn't expect you to be that real with me like that. Like, damn, yo, honestly, man, women don't understand. They can cut men deeper than they ever would know because look, our ego is important to us. Once you start chipping away at that, not making us feel like a man, we may try to overcompensate. Then we lost. We lost right there. So what you say, bro? Would you want a woman to keep it a stack with you if she had a past?
No me.
Honesty is the best policy.
I'm loyalty over love, so it's always gonna keep it 100 with me. Like, but at the same time, like you were saying, like they can cut deep. So something that will make you cut them off, maybe in the first month that it was so upfront about. What if you found that out 6 months later or a year later? Would you cut them off then?
Honestly,
See, that's the thing. So like, I'm like, if I'm gonna cut you off 6 months or a year later, at least let me cut you off in that first month.
Yeah, true.
but if I didn't find
They
out,
actually reaching
If
that
it's
old
that
age
deep,
where, yeah,
if it's that deep, if something's that deep that you're gonna be like, yo, I can't do it.
I mean,
I
like,
want to know that up front. I ain't got
I'm talking like first date type up front.
never first date. I'm just trying to get to know you.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not gonna be like, yo, I was
Yeah.
I had her like,
That's what I'm
like
saying.
I was doing.
But before things
But
get,
within
saying?
a certain time
Consistent.
period,
Yeah.
within a certain time period, and these conversations are coming up and everything, I don't need you to suppress. I don't need you to hold, hide, anything.
Nah. Once we
Ask
start
the question,
getting
once
you got
we dig in,
to
once we decide
Now,
what we
if
do,
I never
something like that.
asked the question, I can't be
You gotta
mad
be
at
100. You gotta be
for
100.
not saying anything.
You
But
gotta
once
be
I
100.
ask and come
Nah,
up, because
man.
then a little bit down the line, if shit gets serious, and it could be like a 2-3 year thing, and I'm like, yo, then I find out some other mess. I'm like, it's not the person I know. This person, this is somebody else.
Yeah.
Where they hearing it from?
But you
If
too
my
far
man-
gone at that
my
time.
man- I'm like, yo, so what is going on? They be like, nah, man, she used to blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Now, if she would have told me that up front, I could have been like, all right, that was your past, though.
Yeah.
I can only judge you off of what you doing with me.
Because it's new
Yeah,
news
so
at that
it's
point,
new.
it's gonna be wild.
Every person makes somebody else act a certain way. So these guys could have just been doing whatever. You could have been, your head was just off in the fall. Like you couldn't even have found yourself back then. Now that you know who you are and everything, you're moving forward. I can only judge you off of that.
Maturity.
Right.
That's what it
That's
is.
what I'm saying. That's why I say your past is your past, man. I'll let that
It's
go.
nice to know it. To
I
see
mean,
how
it's nice
how
to
you-
know it.
how
Don't
you
hold
got
it.
here.
You know what I'm saying? It's best that you tell me than for me to find out.
That's the biggest thing. I would never want you to find out with
that
somebody
shit. Be
else.
honest and tell me.
You let me know. That's my
Okay.
thing.
Okay, so real quick, I heard you say something about the first date. You're not telling me that on the first date. I could dig that. But now, since we're talking about the first date, what is some bad etiquette that can happen on the first date that you just think is just not for the first date? I had, look, for example, I had this one girl, I went on a date with her, and on this date, she was pretty much talking about her past relationships and
Yeah.
but not. But see, I could probably get past that little past relationship thing on the first date if it's just brief. But she went into more of, yeah, and this nigga was crazy because he was awesome though, because he used to eat my ass and shit. I'm like, wait. This what we doing at Smoky Bones? Like, how did we get that? I still don't even know you just yet, but you giving me this type of information. So it's like, what are some things that you just don't want to hear on the first date? Wallow, talk to me.
Like I said, bro, like that's where a lot of my, point of view come from, it was like going through certain situations and realize I don't like that shit, so I try not to put out if something I don't like. So that's why I feel like I wouldn't go into, too much of my past too early, But if the conversation goes there, then I talk about it, But I'm not about to just run off everything, Like,
I ain't just gonna snitch on myself.
You're not gonna put it out on it. If it come up, then it come up.
Right.
If not,
So we'll talk, but other than that.
I never did
Wait,
that.
what was the question?
So the question was, when we talking about first date etiquette,
Okay, first date etiquette. Okay.
what are some of the things that you just do not think is suitable for the first date?
Well, I mean,
In conversation.
in conversation.
In conversation.
First day of conversation. Yeah, I mean, exes would definitely be in my top 2, top 3.
Exes.
Talking about exes too much, like that's just, I mean, that's a turn off, because I mean that kind of lets me know that you're not over that person.
You
That person's
still living in
fresh
the
in your
past.
mind. I can't deal with that, man. So I have to agree with you on that. Like talking about exes, conversation, something that shouldn't come up. I don't know. I think that's the basis, bro. Like,
The biggest thing is your exes.
Your ex.
Why are we even talking about that if I don't even know you yet?
Right.
You telling me about your ex?
yeah, no.
Like, how did you even think that was gonna be the kickstarter, the icebreaker for our conversation of me getting to know you? You telling me off the bat, well, I was with this one nigga and he just, you know,
yeah.
it just
I'm
was.
saying like that. I don't want that to be the base of the conversation. Like I don't want to think back to when, you know, we were on this date and what did y'all talk about? You know, her ex and shit.
Yeah, a little bit of that.
About all 3 of them.
All of them, you know, baby daddy and shit, but they be co-parenting and shit.
Right.
On Friday and Saturday, I
So
go
on
Friday,
Friday,
Saturday, man.
so I'm gonna have to go holler at her on Saturday, because on Fridays she got all her kids.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
All baby daddies come Saturday morning, so I'm gonna go over there in the
In
afternoon.
the evening. Because around that time, they be supposed to clear at that time. We could actually get some shit going on with us.
Nah, I would think that would be the number one, like talking about exes.
Yeah?
I mean, and you know, yeah, that's the only thing I can think of, bro.
So, Ron, what do you think, first date, you trying to get to know a chick, what is something that you feel like would be just like come on now, don't do that. Don't do that.
I've never been on the first date, so like I can't even tell you.
You never been on the first date? First, okay, let's not just say first date. First interaction. Your first interaction, what's some etiquette to you trying to get to know a chick? First time you interact with her, trying to get to know her, what are some things you feel like she just should not do? Because, and if you had this experience, you'll know like, hey, because you know, Lalo said earlier something, he was crazy. He was like, I seen a girl talking so ugly. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful chick. You dealing with a beautiful chick. That's what you see first, that physical, right?
Yeah.
That's what you see first. You see the physical first, so if I see the physical, I'm going to talk, I'm intrigued. Let me find out about you. You know what I mean? So now I'm talking to you, and it's like that first interaction, it's like, no, I think I'm good on this. You know what I'm saying? What would be one of those things that'll make you think that?
I guess I would go with everybody else saying be exes, but at the same time, if they brought up exes, it depends on how they talk about it.
Okay, give me some more.
Because you talking about your ex in a way is like, you know how people talk. So it's gonna be like, you can see they still have feelings for them.
Okay,
or they're
yeah.
just saying like, this is what I used to deal with type stuff. And at the same time, I'm trying to figure out, if you're dealing with this, why are you dealing with these type of people? Like, what type of guy is your ex? Because if you're messing with some type of wild and some no good nigga, then I'm like, yo, that's what you look for.
Well, I mean, you know, at the end of the day, that's what we call it maturity.
Yeah,
because sometimes you think you want something, you think you're attracted to something, but when you get it, it's just like, oh yeah, it's not really good for me though. You know what I'm saying? So I could dig, okay, so if you're talking about it, it depends on the way she's talking about it, if she is going to talk about
She
it.
is gonna talk. So like, that's anything else is just like open, like, because at the end of the day, you're trying to get to know the person. So maybe they might be talking about their ex because relationships are big in their life.
Okay.
They hold it strong for them. So like, you always got to figure out why people are talking about certain things and everything like that. So
I mean, I can definitely dig that.
I guess if anything, that would be. I don't want to hear about the big old guy.
Nah,
I'm
you
sitting
definitely
in front of
want,
girl, like,
you
talking
definitely want to hear about another nigga the whole time I want to date with you. Girl, I'm trying to get to know you. I'm trying to get them draws.
I ain't trying to talk to you like.
I'm trying to get them draws and you
reminiscing on another nigga. We look.
Okay.
One time I had One time I had this girl who was on a date, and she pulled out a whole picture of her. Listen, if you, this is us at. I said, whoa, what the fuck, man? I hope you didn't think I was paying for this, because we gonna have to split this bill. You know, the gentleman in me wants me to pay for the whole thing. But that whole picture and you reminiscing on that shit just made me understand that we are homies right now.
Right.
We are homies.
Friends.
We put ourselves in the friend zone. We here now. So I need you to get half of that deal. Yeah, you can get the drinks and I get the.
Right.
Something gonna have to give. You gonna have to come out of pocket on something.
You have to get these drinks.
You ready? Hey man, if a girl was boasting though, that's a problem too. Yeah, thanks man. But look, it is what it is. And yo, we had a great dialogue today, man. You know what I'm saying? We still getting in this game. We busting some ass, me and my nigga Ro. We do this.
We never lose.
Let them know, Marc. Neither here nor there. Game's not over. We gonna get back.
I know I got 2 books.